are listening to Standards in 10 Minutes from The Standard Show, the podcast that brings you the stories behind the standards with Matthew Childs and Cindy Parakill.
Hello, my name is Matthew Childs.
And I'm Cindy Parakill.
And this Standard in 10 Minutes is BS 8646, Autonomous Mobile Machinery in Agriculture and Horticulture. Here are 10 things you need to know.
Number 1. What the standard is all about.
The British Standard BS 8646 is all about the safe use of autonomous mobile machinery in agriculture and horticulture. It clarifies the roles and responsibilities of owners and operators, designers and manufacturers, and importers and distributors to reduce uncertainties and manage risk. Using the standard gives farmers and other users greater confidence with autonomous mobile machinery, so that they take full advantage of the technology. And because of this, within agriculture and horticulture, valuable innovations will be adopted more quickly, important cost savings can be made, and more sustainable practices introduced. Number 2. Why the standard was developed.
Around the world, autonomous mobile machinery is being used more and more in agriculture and horticulture. Examples of this technology include autonomous crop harvesters, weeders, crop sprayers, and planters. It also covers robotic livestock feeders, drones, seed planting robots, and self-driving tractors. The introduction of this autonomous mobile machinery is being driven by the shortage of farm labor and the need to manage crops and livestock more intensively. However, autonomous mobile machinery can be hazardous, especially when it is integrated with staffed farm operations. And so, with the support and participation of sector organizations, the standard BS 8646 was developed, with the aim of encouraging the wider and safer use of autonomous mobile machinery in agriculture and horticulture. Number 3. A code of practice.
The British Standard BS 8646 is a code of practice. This means it takes the form of recommendations and guidance. Codes of practice are drafted to incorporate a degree of flexibility in application, whilst offering reliable indicative benchmarks. Users of standards of this nature are expected to ensure that claims of compliance are not misleading. They may substitute any of the recommendations in a code of practice with practices of equivalent or better outcome. However, users claiming compliance with standards of this type are expected to be able to justify any course of action that deviates from its recommendations. Number 4. Who the standard is for.
The standard BS 8646 is primarily for owners and operators of autonomous mobile machinery in an agricultural or horticultural environment, including farmers or horticulturists. But it also has relevance for a wider group of stakeholders too. It may benefit designers, manufacturers, importers, and distributors of autonomous mobile machinery. It may also be of use to managers of agricultural or horticultural operations, including those responsible for purchasing equipment and training people to use it, or those who are responsible for risk assessment and safety. And of course, it has relevance for policymakers and regulatory authorities. Number 5. What's in the standard?
The standard provides guidance in 4 main areas. First, the safety and risk management processes involved in the use and maintenance of autonomous mobile machinery in agriculture and horticulture. Second, the operational issues involved for autonomous mobile machinery in terms of farm planning and design. Third, what is considered good practice in terms of information, instruction, training, servicing, and supervision of autonomous mobile machinery. And finally, what users need to know and do in terms of maintenance and repair requirements. Number 6. Using the standard.
The standard employs a step-by-step risk management process. Step 1. Identify hazards. For example, what crop or livestock production practices will be automated? will farm workers and contractors need to interact with the machine? Step 2. Assess risks. For example, who might be harmed by their interaction with the machine and how? Who is responsible for implementing control measures? Step 3. Control risks. For example, does the use of autonomous mobile machinery create entirely new risks or different versions of old risks? What information and training needs to be provided to the various stakeholders? Step 4. Record findings. For example, documentation should include the work process and type of machines, identified hazards, control measures, and dates of assessment. And step 5, regularly review the control measures. For example, experience from the farm or recent reports may highlight potential problems. Number 7, benefits of using the standard.
Autonomous mobile machines are a relatively new technology on farms. And new technology creates safety concerns because users may lack experience to know which problems are likely to occur and how to deal with those problems when they occur. Because the standard clarifies the roles and responsibilities of owners and operators, designers and manufacturers, and importers and distributors, it helps the users of the standard to reduce uncertainties, increase confidence and strengthen risk management about the use of autonomous mobile machinery. And there are wider benefits too. Safe and widespread use of autonomous mobile machinery will result in more sustainable production, helping to ensure greater food security and meeting net zero targets. And it will facilitate the development of the autonomous mobile machinery manufacturing sector. Number 8. How it works alongside other standards.
The standard BS 8646 works alongside 2 international standards in particular. The first is ISO 18497. This is the standard for the safety of highly automated agricultural machines, principles for design. And the second is ISO 369. This is the standard for the safety requirements for driverless industrial trucks and their systems. Number 9. It's not about robots.
The standard BS 8646 is specifically for autonomous machines that are mobile. In the media and in the eyes of the public, autonomous mobile machines are often called or referred to as robots. The term robot is not used in this standard. This is because the word robot is often used for stationary automated machines, equipment on fixed paths, and other devices. This form of machinery is not covered by this code of practice. Number 10. The people involved in developing the standard.
The standard BS 8646 was developed through consensus with a wide range of stakeholders. These included representatives of Harper Adams University, JCB, the Ramblers Association, Innovate UK, John Deere, the Agriculture and Horticulture Development Board, the Agricultural Engineers Association, the Health and Safety Executive, the Small Robot Company, the Institution of Agriculture Engineers, and the National Farmers Union.
So, there you have it, a standard in 10 minutes. BS 8646, Autonomous Mobile Machinery in Agriculture and Horticulture.
You have been listening to Standards in 10 Minutes from The Standard Show. Subscribe to us now, wherever you get your podcasts.
You just heard a Stripped Media production.